Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My 600 Pound Life stands out as it focuses on the real lives of real people in their everyday world, as opposed to a specialized environment crafted to melt off pounds ASAP. Unfortunately, not all of the patients on My 600 Pound Life are able to maintain a successful weight loss, and in some cases never manage to lose much weight at all because they never try. Here are some guests who didn't even try. Number 1. The Asante brothers. Few of the stars on My 600 Pound Life are more notorious than the Asante brothers, Stephen in particular. The pair may be bound by blood, but Stephen's antics ensured that he and Justin were not very brotherly to one another. For one, he pretended that he was following Dr. Now's strict diet during the show, but was binge-eating unhealthy foods behind everyone's back. Additionally, he would manipulate and bully anyone, including his father, to get what he wanted. He also did his damnedest to continue abusing painkillers, including stealing Justin's while he was healing from his gastric bypass. Because of Stephen's continued and repeated abusive behavior toward his brother Justin, he ended up quitting Dr. Now's program, in spite of both his father's and Dr. Now's best efforts. Number 2. Robert Buchel's. It didn't take long for Dr. Now to discover that he not only weighed nearly 850 pounds, but that he also had an addiction to painkillers like Dilaudid. Pretty serious stuff. But after a rocky start, Buchel was finally able to get control over his compulsive overeating habits. The Forked River NJ resident had a lot of love on his side, including that of his mother and his fiancée Catherine. With that support and a whole lot of work, Buchel managed to lose a significant amount of weight under Dr. Now's watchful care, almost 350 pounds if you include the surgical removal of a lymphedema mass. That's impressive. Unfortunately, the removal of the mass rendered Buchel depressed and longing for painkillers again. He even tore his stitches hoping to get more of them, but he failed and couldn't try to lose weight. Before getting into further details, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to always stay notified. Moving to number 3. Penny Sager. Some of the patients, they're just not ready, willing, or able to conquer their addiction to food. Such is the case with Penny Sager, who appeared on the show in Season 2 and a year later on her follow-up episode. At first there was a ray of hope as she was able to lose 40 pounds on a controlled diet, so Dr. Now approved her for weight loss surgery. However, after Sager's gastric bypass, instead of losing the weight, she gained 5 pounds. Clearly, she was having food brought to her under the radar. She didn't even try. Sager eventually left Houston and moved back home to Maryland, quitting the program altogether against Dr. Now's medical advice. Number 4. James King. When King arrived in Houston, he wasn't happy and he hadn't lost the weight Dr. Now wanted him to either. He dropped a bit while supervised, but soon thereafter viewers learned that King had instead gained enough weight to weigh in at 840 pounds. Eventually, Dr. Now told him to leave if he wasn't willing to adhere to the program. In King's follow-up episode, things had not improved. In fact, Dr. Now actually called Adult Protective Services on King's girlfriend when he discovered King's organs were failing and she was bringing him food while in the hospital. Dr. Now also dismissed him once again, citing his inability to make changes. Clearly the situation was not good. James didn't try to improve his life. Number 5. Schnee Murray. There's no question that what Schnee Murray endured as a child was horrific. In her episode of My 600 Pound Life, viewers learned that not only was she molested as a child, but the abuse was so bad that she had to see a doctor because she was having trouble using the bathroom. That's something no child should ever have to deal with. In order to cope with the pain, Murray turned to food at an early age and didn't stop eating until she was 780 pounds. Hopeful that she could turn her life around, Murray turned to Dr. Now for help, but she was never approved for weight loss surgery because she refused to follow the diet and exercise plan Dr. Now gave to her. She and her husband were even caught red-handed ordering pizza and burgers to her hospital room, much to the ire and chagrin of Dr. Now, who was not happy. She didn't bother following Dr. Now's instructions. That brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. Anyways, be sure to leave a like to the video if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys in the next one.